Hey guys, today is the second day of Halloweek, and for today's video, I am going to tell you a ghost story that I've had, or a ghost experience that I've had, I should say. So, let's get into it, because it will be a little long. So, when I was 7, I think, it was 6 or 7. So prior to this, apparently I was told that I would tell my mom and my sister and my dad about these things that I would see and talk to. And I recently found out that I am a medium, which is probably why I was able to do this. And so I'm pretty sure it was 7, and it was Christmas Eve, and I stayed awake because I wanted to, hear and see Santa Claus, because I was a kid and I believed in him when I was 7. And so I waited for him, and then I noticed something walking around my room. It was like it was pacing, and I was watching it. It was pacing for about, I would say, 5 minutes, and then it came over to the side of my bed, and I asked it who it was, and it told me its name was Johnny and that it was a friend. Now, obviously, when something tells you this, you probably shouldn't believe it, but I was 7, and I believed it. So first, let me explain or describe Johnny. He was about, I would say, 8 feet tall. He went from like the floor almost all the way up to the ceiling. So he was tall, and he was a shadow figure. And obviously that is a no-go. Shouldn't deal with that stuff. And I believed him, but I decided to tell my mom about it the next day, on Christmas Day. And she told me that I need to tell Johnny to leave. And so I went up to my room, I called for him, and he came, and I told him that my mom told him that he needs to leave. And so he got mad and kind of just left for a little while. And I didn't see Johnny for a while. It wasn't until I would say 3 to 4 months later, I started thinking about Johnny again, because I had been seeing all these things around my house at the time. I had seen shadows and, just crazy stuff. And maybe I'll talk about those crazy things in another video. But I decided to call to him again to see if he would come. And he did. And I told him that I wanted to talk to him. And he was telling me that how I shouldn't listen to my mom, and that I shouldn't listen to anybody, and that I should go with what I believe. And he told me that I believed, he was telling me what I believed. He told me that I thought he was good. And obviously I had seen all this crazy stuff around my house, and I was thinking that he probably isn't all that good. And so I kind of confronted him about it. And he got angry, very mad. And so, let me just back this up a little bit. So I felt him grab my arm. He lifted my arm up, and I felt a scratch go down my forearm. So it's about middle of my forearm down to my elbow. A big scratch is what I felt. And there was blood gushing out. I mean, like, there was blood everywhere. But the thing is, I didn't feel any pain. So I went to my sister, and I showed her, I think I have a cut. I knew I had a cut. And she freaked out because she's afraid of blood. And so I got cleaned up, and I got all bandaged, and I was fine. And so I haven't really seen Johnny since then. Maybe once or twice. I very rarely see him. And I can kind of just call to him, and he may or he may not come. Most of the time he won't. So I kind of just gave up on him a while ago. But now I have all this other crazy stuff going on around my house. I am a haunted person. People can be haunted. I just got all this crazy stuff going on around my house. That was a ghost story from my past. I don't know, maybe I'll tell another ghost story for Halloweek about what's going on right now. So, this is it. That was my ghost story. It doesn't sound real. To me, if someone told me that, I wouldn't believe it, because it's just so crazy. But being that I'm a medium, and that I have all these gifts, it's a little more understandable. So that's it for the video. This is Halloweek Day 2. Stick around for Day 3 tomorrow. I'll see you.